The thing that concerns me the most debate about AI is the least sexy case, right? Because if you talk about, oh, is it going to be Skynet? Is it going to take over? Is it HAL 2000? All the science fiction and pop culture references we grasp for to make sense of it, right? But the one that terrifies me is just that, that documentary, and I forget what it was called, but it was basically on the Cambridge Analytica scandal. And it just went behind the scenes as to how the term Crooked Hillary got workshopped by their data and analysis. It was the dark marketing agency that was affiliated with Steve Bannon and Cambridge Analytica. It did not spring out of nowhere. It was workshopped with quantitative analysis. They came that out. They sewed it. They pushed it out through all the interconnected media outlets. And then that became the Crooked Hillary, lock her up emails. You could make a case that single quant AI-enabled decision broke Western democracies. The knock-on effects that we are still living through. Everything from Erdogan to Orban to Bolsonaro, like all of this was made possible because that meme was seeded and sown and took root. And you can be on the one side cheering it, one side, lamenting it, but that's how it happened. And so you're like, oh shit. When we talk about can AI, what could it possibly do to us other than becoming a sinister, self-aware thing that's secretly launching nuclear codes? You're like, we could just get much better / worse at that.
Right, weaponized memes, basically.
Just weaponized memes and the collapse of
informational weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah. It's the statistically incremental and damn near inevitable stuff that if I was going to be a betting man, I would say those are quite likely to happen and they're not sexy. You're not going to make a mini series about them, but they are the ones that could potentially undo us, whether or not the big time, more cinematic, epic ones ever come to pass.